This has been quite a rivalry already. What does it mean to the team in game one, and what can we expect from game two, especially with the challenges posted by Meralco in this game?
Well, I just think the bottom line is, as you said, it's a game one. You know, it's a long series. It's a lot of games ahead of us. It's just nice to get the first one out of the way, as it always is in a series. You want to get that one, so you put the other team on a reactive basis. But the bottom line is that just one game. We got a lot of games to play. This is a familiar team, but they have a different system with Coach Nena. Their system's a lot different, and we struggled with it at times, didn't we? Yeah. But you know, because it gets a lot of movement. Their guards are quick to the rim. So we had a hard time defending it in stretches, and hopefully we can get better and better as the series goes along. But it's a different one. You don't see that type of system too much, and so you know we're still trying to figure it out.
Coach, I want to ask about Ralph's impact in this game. This is the first time he's playing in a semifinals in your team, and with the rest of the guys getting a lot of attention on defense. What can you say about how he carried himself and convert on those kick-out passes?
Well, I thought that was key for us because they were really trying hard to collapse down on Christian and Japeth, and you know the last game we played them in the eliminations where they beat us up, they were doubling off of Ralph. But Ralph was, I think, you know, that was only his third game as a pro, so you know he's had a lot of experience since that time, playing big minutes and big moments. So you know he was up to the challenge. When they went off him, he was able to be there and knock down shots. Like I keep saying, it's nothing we don't see in practice every day. You know, right? We see him hitting those shots all day in practice, so it's not a surprise for us. I think it's still a surprise for some of the other teams, but not for us.
Thank you, Coach. Now, Stanley, 22 points tonight. That was your season high. You made clutch plays. What was your thought process towards the end of the fourth quarter, especially when Meralco was making a run?
Fourth quarter, I was just trying to stay aggressive, picking my spots. I know they're doubling down on Christian and Jap in there, so that freed up a lot of us on the wing. So I just trying to stay aggressive, pick my spots, and attack.
You were not just scoring on offense. You actually did a little bit of everything in this game, both ends of the court. What enabled you to come up with an all-around game tonight?
Honestly, we're a deep team, so it's gonna be nice where I can come and be aggressive and score. It's gonna be nice somebody else is gonna be able to do it. So that's what makes us dangerous. We're all-around team, and you have to pick your poison with us.
Nice answer.
We're now ready to entertain questions from the media.
First for Stanley, if it's all right. You got anything for Stanley?
Question for Stanley. Stanley, you mentioned that you made those clutch buckets and, of course, clutch plays for Ginebra tonight. Being a veteran of your caliber, does it ever get easier for you hitting those shots, especially late in the fourth quarter?
I wouldn't say it's easier as I get older, but I've been through those moments, so I just try to focus on each possession. Don't worry about. There's no pressure. Just focus on each possession and give it your all. That's it. That's all I'm thinking about.
You're good. You can get out of here.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks. Get ready. Quick turnaround.
Coach.
Yeah.
You did mention that first round encounter that you had with Meralco. Other than this being the series opener for the semis, did that also serve as a motivation for you guys, especially considering how badly you got beaten in that matchup with Meralco?
I think it motivated us to know that we had to play at a certain level. We didn't play at a high level in that game, and a lot of that was because of them. But a lot of it we felt was because of ourselves. We just weren't prepared to play that game, and it showed in all the statistics. They dominated it everywhere, and so we knew we had to play at a higher level if we're going to be successful against this team. I think that's the thing that motivated us the most. So guys came out, I thought, with really good focus on, we went through some stretches, I think, end of the second and started the third, where we were like an 18-0 run or something like that. I don't know what it was, but it was almost like that, felt like that. And we were playing out of character. We were doing a lot of one-on-one, and we weren't hustling back on defense. They got to a level where they were out hustling us. But guys, you know, what they've been doing lately for us is that they get locked in. When things start getting tough, they lock in and come together real well. And I thought they did that in that third quarter. They came together really well, stopped the bleeding, and then pushed forward, and we were able to establish a lead, which took the pressure off of us.
Coach, what can you say about the late charge of Meralco in the end game? Chris had that dive to the basket.
You know, I mean, it's playoff time, and you know, we kind of took those last couple of possessions easy, and they were pressuring up hard on us, and we made a couple of turnovers and allowed them to you know, make a game of it down the stretch, which they shouldn't have. And we just got to be tighter. Well, you know, our guards have to be tighter handling the ball. Scotty's got to get the ball in his hands quicker and faster. I told Scotty that he's got to, you know, he's the one. He's got to get the ball. And they were denying him and forcing other players to bring it up, and that's where the errors came in. So Scotty's got to work harder to get the ball in those big moments.
Coach, Christian had a good game, but not the big numbers that we were used to in the past few games. What do you think?
Well, you know, the good thing about Christian is he always shows up. You know, I mean, if he's not scoring big, he's doing everything else. And, you know, he was on the rebounds. And I thought they did a really good job. And I think this is what we're going to see throughout the series. They rotated 3 guys on him and just tried to wear him down. You know, put a body on him, try to be physical with him. Amazon, Torres, and Bates especially. And they just kept rotating those 3 guys. And that's tough. You know, and we talked about it, and we talked about it as a group that this is going to happen. They're going to try to wear Chris down, and you know, other people are going to have to pick up, and that's what Stanley was talking about earlier. Pick your poison. Are you going to focus that much on Chris, and you know, maybe Jap, but they'll get some stuff. Scotty, other things, and I thought Mav played a really good game tonight. Ralph, Stanley, so I think you know, it's not just. You know, you can never expect a player to just come out and match his numbers every night. You know, once he does that, teams are going to take it away. And now you've got to find alternatives. And we found alternatives and now they're going to have to go out and look, and what are we going to do for Mav and Ralph? And then maybe that'll open up things for Chris, and Chris will get back to putting up big numbers. But they're a great defensive team. They got a great defensive system. And my hat's off to Coach Nena and the way he's coaching that team. He's doing a great job.
Coach, in your final elimination round game against the Index, when you benched Scotty Thompson in the entire fourth quarter, you mentioned about the importance of playing Stanley Pringle down the stretch.
Exactly, yeah.
Can you just talk about the luxury of having him play like this and his importance in your title quest?
Well, I mean, it's huge. You know, we lost Jamie, and of course we've lost Maya, and we've lost you know, Aljon, and that's always a key position for us in that 3 position. And Stanley's coming out and playing it, although undersized. It's not really his position. He's really more of a 1-2, and he's not really a 3. So we're playing him out of position, and he's still being productive on both sides of the ball. He's still getting rebounds. He's still defending at the post, playing bigger than he is. So, you know, like I'm not sure he's a luxury at this point. He's really our 6th man, and he's coming off the bench, but we could start him at any moment. But you know, he's the kind of guy that can take over a game at any given moment. And tonight he took over the game, especially in that 3rd and 4th quarter in that second half, well, right when we really needed him.
All right, that wraps up our post-game press conference. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you.